hero?
Yeah, this hero can be played at every single role. Like we saw at the start of the tour, her being played as position 2. Gaming Gladiators, they played it as carry, some other teams as well. But yeah, super flexible.
But then on the other side, not to get negative here, Lacoste, if you look at Marcy, she can be played multiple positions, but conceptually, I just don't really like the skill set that she has personally.
Why is that, Suns fan?
The ult is just like random. Makes no sense. Like, she's basically a support with a carry ult. That's what it feels like. She's just a carry, right? So less mobility maybe and make her more of a carry is what I would say.
Yeah, I do agree. I feel like the first 2 abilities are complete opposite of the other 2 abilities.
Yeah.
It's just like split in half.
Solar Guardian with the Aether Remnant setup, and that is a big kill on the Aqua. And Gaimin, man, they're running. Every game has been a stomp. Obviously, it's a game 3, so it means Gaimin got stomped in game 1. But this is...
Oh, they're falling for it. The top lane, they got baited by Illusion. Dyrachyo used Phantasm and microed it, so they used everything.
Oh, man. They didn't use Mystic Flare, at least. But yeah, Roar is down. Laughing his way to the jungle.
You know, Morty, it sometimes feels
And I
like
assume that his armlet has been done for quite a while. Has the Treads armlet going for the Echo Saber, as it looks like Goon Squad are gonna group up and take this tier 1 tower, and we'll see what the response is from Gaimin, as they've already taken the tier 1 bot, so they could theoretically defend this. This Tofu gonna get that hammer off, and here come the TPs. The relocate's coming as well, but a nice ice path with the Mystic Flare, and that is 2 dead immediately as Gaimin Gladiators want to continue the fight, though. They take out the Skywrath as Pexu looks to be next with that Starbreaker combo being used to full effect. S4, oh, is that a coil? Did he actually miss that? I think I can't even tell.
Yeah, he
definitely missed it. Ace gets off the big plasma field now, as Gaimin Gladiators, despite losing multiple heroes right at the beginning of the fight, are still winning this as they get 2 cores and make it 3. Triple kill for Dyrachyo, a full team wipe, despite losing points for an Io.
They lost 2 heroes immediately, but Beastmaster did not have Roar because he used it on the Illusion. They instantly blow up with the Skywrath Mage on the relocate. That was a good ice path, and then Dyrachyo shows up. Like, they already used things, so they have no abilities to fight with. Yeah. Everything's on cooldown, and Terrorblade, he definitely can't stand his ground at this point. The matchup with CK.
That coil must have been like a millimeter off. My goodness, or a centimeter. Sorry.
This is from the same metric system.
I know. It felt more like a centimeter than a millimeter. It was a little bit more. Millimeter's very small. That would be giving him too much credit here.
I guess he tried to like put it on the edge to snap the coil immediately so that he saves the hero instead of putting it. You know, it's very hard to miss a coil.
It's very hard indeed. As S4 at the very least will be able to get a nice juicy stack here in the Ancients. But he finds himself and his team down 5k already in a do or die to stay in Div 1. And it looks like Hanskin's going towards that Atos. And what are the power spikes coming from Gaimin? Because it looks like they're just getting started. Dyrachyo just picks up his Echo Saber. BKB for Ace is just a recipe away, as we're going to see the silence on the Void Spirit, but he has a lot of backup, so Hanskin is just dead. And the tier 1 tower will likely fall as well.
Very aggressive moves from Gaming Gladiators. They do still have relocate, they do have heals, and also Dawnbreaker ulti, so they can help CK.
Yep, Dyrachyo has to pop that ult. He's getting healed up from the Solar Guardian. Already the Roar has been expended, and the relocate out just in case. Is the coil not used to full effect either? So Gaming Gladiators get out with not much having to be used, really.
That's how they play. They have good ways of counter-initiating, so a lot of the times in this game you'll see Gaming Gladiators just let Goon Squad do the first initiation. They need to be able to be like super quick. Beastmaster ulti into Sky ulti and Puck.
Pexu is deleted. That is so much burst damage coming out from Boom. And the TP's coming in, so it looks like Goon Squad still want to fight despite not having the coil. Zeller's going to be taken out, so no more link up for that CK. CK, but S4 again, the burst damage just too much to handle. Ace sidestepping the Mystic Flare, but the Arcane Bolt is gonna chase him down. Ends up being a 2 for 2 as Aqua, a little more burst damage come from him, but they have to be careful with this Thunder. He uses it. Oh, and with that Ancient Steel Handskin, it's a nice kill onto Boom.
Gets blown up immediately. That was a fight where Boom still had Arcane Rune running, so he goes in and uses all of his abilities twice. Dyrachyo, completely different game. He did struggle game 1 on the Alchemist. Second game, Bristleback didn't sweat at all, and now in CK 11-1-1.
Yeah, not too shabby. And we can see, I mean, we talked about the items on the side of Gaming Gladiators. Let's see what S4 and company are going to be working on. Obviously, Vlad's is going to be next for him. And I assume a Helm of the Overlord afterwards. Is there a big item that they're waiting? The Blink on Limp be pretty big. And as the Yasha gets completed on TB, he's going to start.
Yeah, these are not like game-changing items. This is not. I mean, we're also 15 minutes into the game, so we can maybe have high expectations. Tofu going for pipe this time around. So a lot of damage from Jakiro, from Skyrat Mage, and Puck giving them that aura, and also active damage reduction is going to be pretty big.
Well, they just saw Mystic Flare and Roar used. Did not net themselves. It was really close, though, onto Dyrachyo, but able to get relocated out. So we'll see if they try to take advantage of those 2 cooldowns being used. And the tier 1 tower top is still standing, and that's with a Beastmaster, so expecting that to go down any moment now. I doubt Gaming Gladiators try to defend it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, BKB is going to be next for TB, and that is probably the time in which he's going to want to try and fight. But the question is, will Gaimin have too many items at that point? Because, well, the CK just starting his BKB now, so it might align nicely, depending on how the farm distribution goes.
He did go for a blink. I guess he wants to be able to play this assassin type of a game, where he jumps in, potentially gets relocated out, Dawnbreaker ulti as well, cut into back lines, find this Beastmaster, find Jakiro before they can get any spells off, because Jakiro does really well against CK. You know that this is not micro-based hero when we talk about like other illusion-based heroes, so he's all wants to do is group up and delete the target, so landing a good Ice Bat and Macropyre does hurt him quite a lot.
Yep, true.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower
Still,
is under attack.
you can see Dyrachyo's farm is way ahead of everybody else right now, so if he can keep this pace...
Yeah, needs to calm down. Needs to have less. Roshan is going to be on menu for Gaming Gladiators. Like, I expect them to go smoke, try to get a pick off near the Roche pit, and then with CK Illusions, transition that into Roshan potentially. Still holding on to tier 1 tower on the mid lane, both teams, so potential buybacks could come in, especially from the supports.
Yeah. And when that Roche comes... Maybe. Do you think of these puns before the game?
No.
Just
some.
Really?
There's a couple.
Some.
There's some. Yeah.
You have
where I think of them while I'm watching Dota, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll try to think of it next time.
You have a pun book?
Yeah, I'll probably need to. I have this box that's called Pandora's box.
How long have you been holding on to that one?
No. I thought of this one right now.
Very good, man. You're a quick-witted young man. 6K lead per game.
True. I'm not a young man anymore.
Yeah, none of us are. But from Yeah, getting chased by the Triceratops and a lot of slows to come. He's already at half HP inside that Macropyre. He's forced to BKB, and Celery's the one controlled. So that's the first, I believe, first BKB usage from Ace, and it's in a more defensive measure there. So
Radiant's middle tower.
good job.
Minute and a half. S4 was waiting. He knew that IO is there and decided to go for the roar on IO, stop the relocate play.
And Limp defending in the bot lane now, but I mean, as we've seen from Celery, he'll be back soon, right? Always these low cooldowns for him.
It's good to be under-leveled.
Yep.
You can play Dota all the time.
That's right.
Keep dying, come back to the game.
Make sure to use that wisdom in your pubs today.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Don't quote me, please.
And Duraccio gonna be pushing out this lane in all likelihood with these.
Almost got him. Very close.
Oh, they actually do find a pick off on Peksu. As it feels like the game has slowed down a bit, as I think Gaimin know that. I mean, I think both teams know that Roche is the next objective, really. And I mean, how fast can they even do it? It's not the greatest Roche team since CK got nerfed in that last patch.
It's still pretty good. I think if they delete 2 heroes, they have what it takes to kill Roshan.
So that's a requirement. 2 heroes. Well, they deleted 1, but he's back. And it's going to S4 kind of grouping up here, but perhaps expect